Okay, so let's move on to our next bit of technology that Mr. Johnny found. The DJI Mini Osmos pocket camera leaks hundreds of hours before launch bin.
257.
I was thinking about this. He knows more about it. He had to explain it to me.
I'm doing Reiki therapy over here.
So what about this Osmos?
Okay, so
Osmo.
I've purchased a couple gimbals in the last couple months, and one of them was a cell phone gimbal that I put this on, and it it keeps it stable. It's a stabilizer and makes it nice and smooth.
Which I hope to have one day.
Well, DJI had had one in the past, and it had this like big camera on it. It literally looks like the same gimbal I got, but it's got a big camera on it instead.
Yeah.
It was called the DJI, I believe it was the Osmo.
Yeah.
Well, this is the Mini Osmo, and it's this little dude on this little handle. It's a pocket-sized gimbal, and it looks.
Camera?
That's a camera, yeah.
The built-in camera. I thought that was weird.
It's kind of cool.
Rumored price of $400.
Hey, if it's good quality, I mean, it's worth it because you can just have a camera with you.
And it's put to head with GoPro's top end Hero 7.
Shit.
Yeah.
But that's just a leaked thing, and it's like not even out yet, right?
Now, how does it take in audio? Can you?
It's probably got a
jack on it.
Probably.
Okay.
If it's anything like the GoPro Hero 7, that means it's probably going to do up to 4K at 60 frames. That's what the 7 does.
Oh, I would bet this thing does 4K. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think the old one did.
Yeah, I would bet this
one.
one.
The GoPro?
No, the Osmo.
The other one did 4K.
This is the Osmo Pocket.
Yeah, I would bet this thing does 4K.
I like that. I can you imagine using that for conventions?
Oh yeah.
What's like the thing for Men in Black?
that'd be freaking great.
It wouldn't be my primary though.
That would be mine.
If it gets just as good quality, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
The thing for Men in Black.
But the DJI Osmo regular is running at 284, and it does 4K.
Yeah.
This is a refurbished one,
I
but
don't know.
still.
I would say let's put that to a test one day because Ben actually has a good point, a really good point. Let's take our main camera we use and compare it to like one of these, a cell phone or something. Let's use the same footage.
However, you put one on each.
Well,
and see what one, how much better, like how they compared.
I don't have a 4K camera to compare with.
No, but like let's go, like I mean we even if it like for like Ben like point out putting this in your pocket instead of carrying a bag around with cameras.
I know that's one of the reasons why I like it, but I do see his point of view too, because there's two reasons why you should carry a big camera like that when you go to conventions. One, you look a little more professional when you have really good equipment with you. All right, when you have like a boom mic, you have a good camera with a lens, and you have like the gimbal, whatever you got to use to do it, you look more professional and do that.
And you get noticed, like people like,
noticed.
What's that? If you're going,
and the fact that a lot of these gimbals, a lot of these smaller end things, don't have audio outputs with a hot shoe
inputs.
on it.
Yeah.
So that's one of the issues I have with it too. But on the same point, to reverse the process and bring it back over here, I would prefer something smaller, like my phone, to go to a convention without carrying a big-ass backpack and with everything.
And another problem with bringing your phone, it's something you're using to talk to people with. So when you're filming, everything's going off.
Well, yeah, but now if you're filming, you just put it on. Well, not airplane mode. You can pull it so nobody notifies. You can shut notifications off completely.
But I would like something
that.
like this because like if we go to like PAX or we go to like Retro Expo or something like that, I want to use something smaller so I can carry a backpack to put shit in if I want to buy something, and then not have to worry about carrying this big backpack for camera, another backpack for stuff that I'm going to buy, and then have to go back to a car or drop off the stuff I buy, then come back to the convention. It's too much. It's just
and I think that's like the difference between you guys and myself. Like I don't care about what people think, what they look at me, because that's just how I am. I don't care what you think of me. I'm gonna think of what I think of me. And whatever you think of me, that's your choice.
I used to care, but I don't care anymore at this point.
You know what I mean? Because that's their opinion. If I come up to somebody, if I want to let you know that I'm impressed, I'll let you know. I don't want you coming to me because you don't want, especially if you get big, you don't want to get overburdened with people coming to you every 5 seconds.
Well, in the end, they're not going to see you again the next day. So why do you care about their opinion?
Exactly.
So that's the way I look at it. And that's a haunter's point of view when I look at it. Like, I'm not gonna go in there like, oh God, they saw me and I look professional. I'm gonna feel bad. They're not gonna see me tomorrow. Why do I care?
Yeah, no,
I don't.
I understand where Bazinga's coming from because we're a smaller YouTuber. We want people to notice.
Yes.
But in the end, at some point, somebody's gonna know who we are. So we don't want to get. You don't want to be bombarded. So, like, say if we were a bigger YouTuber. I would want one of these pocket things so you can walk around the convention and people don't come up to you. Hey, can you want to do an interview? That way they don't look. You don't show that you have a camera. You don't show that you have a camera with you.
Okay,
so that you can actually walk around and not be.
There's where I reverse my thought there. I would rather use a bigger camera for an interview because you're guaranteed the quality and to know what you're shooting when you do the interview, stuff like that.
Well, the quality is the question. I think the quality will be the same.
No. You can see what you're shooting with if you do with the camera.
Oh, that's one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a view frame.
But with this here, like I said, if I know that I'm recording direct, like for instance, a GoPro. All right, the GoPro originally when I had it, I had the screen. All right, then you realize the battery and GoPros suck. Like you can get like 4 hours of footage, and then in 30 frames per second at 1080p
at the time.
At the time. But if you go any higher, you get less and less.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, when you have the battery pack on it, it's heavier, but you don't see what you're recording unless you have your phone set up as a viewing screen.
Okay.
So my problem is, like, for a situation like this, like, I would be like, well, what am I viewing? What am I shooting?
Well, there is a viewfinder on here.
Oh, there is.
Right,
okay.
Well, then I still like it. Then I want something like this.
But I don't know if it has a mic input.
So this was what I was proposing. I want us to do an experiment with our main camera and like one of these smaller ones and compare the footage.
So we bring both gimbals next time.
We're not doing it at PAX.
Well, no, we're not going to do it at the event. I'm saying just go around town or something.
Yeah.
And do the same kind of footage with both cameras and see the quality of it. I think it'd be a neat experiment and it might be a neat video also to compare them.
It has a mic, Ryan, but the usually built-in mics are trash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don't use the built-in mic. It's
especially on cameras. Cameras are even worse.
Yeah. Don't use it. God no. Don't
see,
use that.
See the thing with using something like this for like certain things, you don't have control over the lens. You don't have optical zoom. You don't have the focus.
But,
like I like to have that. I plan on buying another lens eventually. But these you can't change the lenses out. Yeah, you can't put a 50 milli on this. You know.
No, I agree with you on that aspect too. But at the same time, like I said, it's all about mobility for me too. Like I love my camera, and then I hate my camera. Right now, I'm in a really bad love-hate relationship with my camera. Like I know it's my fault for the issue I had today when I tried to use my camera and it was fogged on the inside lens, not the outside, not this part here. Inside the camera, it's fogged. So I'm trying to take a picture. I'm like, click. Oh, look, it's foggy. That's because it's been in the car for a couple weeks.
Yeah, right? You don't want to keep your stuff.
So it's coming out of my car tonight. But on that same concept, like I said, I would rather go to a convention, something smaller, more mobile, and easier to work with, and it takes some sacrifices. Even if it's like I can't see what I'm shooting with, at least if I can get a mic on there, that's all I care about.
See, I personally don't have a problem with it. I have no problem
because you have cameramen. No,
I am the camera guy. I personally have no problem with the camera. I enjoy walking around with it. I got two backpacks on, but it doesn't bother me at all. I enjoy it because everybody's I don't know. I just have never had an issue, and I don't mind it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting another camera, but it doesn't. I'm still gonna get another But given
so this kind of scenario, granted, we're not gonna do this, but. Same thing. You had this scenario. We had this camera with you, and we had a mic that actually worked properly with it. And you could fit this in your pocket. And we had the same we had the same quality as the big camera. Wouldn't you rather just have this in your pocket?
No, I could. It doesn't bother me at all.
No, I'm saying though, in general, like,
no.
Why?
Because it doesn't have the same options that I need. Like. I first of all, this is new. There's no information about it.
No, I'm not. I'm giving you hypotheticals.
I want ISO. I want aperture. I want
Yeah, I'm just giving you a hypothetical scenario.
No, I just don't want it. I wouldn't want that for what we do. It's just not the thing. Plus, I like the 10 to 18 lens.
Yeah,
and I bet that's farther out.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
I need that ultra wide lens, and that's one thing that a lot of these things aren't.
No,
Like,
they're not.
we can't take the GoPro that he has and use it because it's not wide enough.
No, I know.
It would be useful.
But I'm
to
asking
have
for
it
the
as a backup,
audience,
though.
people that are planning on doing whatever they're gonna do.
In case your battery dies in your other cameras or something, it'd be awesome for a backup.
Well, for a backup, yeah, but
In
it's
case one of your camera battery dies or something, all of a sudden you're like, hold
Yeah.
on.
or it would be
Well-
something. It was something I'd maybe use for B-roll.
Okay.
Rip it out of my pocket, be like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, this is what I want to get at for people that are
it wouldn't be
looking
my main.
looking for go to conventions and shoot footage. What should they choose, really?
It depends on what kind of channel they are. But I don't know. It's cool. I like using my big camera.
Well, I think it doesn't really matter what channel you are because I've seen YouTube channels that use just strictly their cell phone and they do interviews and
Yeah,
everything else,
which is-
and they have
and they don't
thousands
even
and
edit.
thousands of views.
And they don't edit.
So I don't think. Yeah, I mean, it really matters. Yeah, I mean, I think it matters on what your intent and what you're doing with the footage.
Yeah, no, I just prefer my camera.
Yeah.
But like I said, it'd be cool for B-roll, but I wouldn't use it for like the main stuff.
Yeah.
Because I did spend $800 for it.
I think personally, if we actually had like a film team with us, like if we were like a big like media group, I would say have like a main guy carrying around the big camera, and then other small like the film guys have these with them and be like, hey, go around, get some smaller interviews.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But camera, like I said, I want a camera that does at least 1080p 60. Because when you're doing B-roll, the 30 just does not work well.
yeah,
It stutters.
Well, I'm sure this does 60.
Oh yeah, this thing does. Yeah.
Easily.
But other than that, that's why I want another camera.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be a Canon.
Again, me and Bazinga have been discussing the cameras the past like week, 2 weeks, about a month or so.
Yeah.
Like I love my Nikon, but I love-hate relationship right now with it. There are other reasons along with it, but I really want to get a vlogging camera. I want to get a basic vlogging camera that can just flip up and have a mic input on top of that.
I have been searching left and right for one, and I have not found one yet.
Yeah, we can't find it. And the thing is, even if you find a mic input, we have to get like a different type of mic input that's not attached to the hot shoot front. The one we saw on the video that connects on the side, on that the L-shaped one.
Yeah, which
that
is
points
that's
out.
not a big deal. It's just a lot of the smaller cameras. First of all, they cost just as much as a DSLR,
Yeah,
so why bother?
Again,
well, yeah.
They do. And I'm more about mobility at this point. Like I said, I really love the fact that cameras are getting to the point now that they basically can do anything. Like my phone could do everything that my Nikon can't. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not going to take my phone and record a video because I had to find a way to see if that mic input works on it with the
Well, it's not
external
even
mic.
the thing. Like with your camera, with your phone, you can only record like 5 minutes of 4K.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to do 4K.
No, I know, but like it you can
Because the
I'm not-
sensor overloads.
Yeah, with the and I'm not sure about the how the 1080p 60 works either. I don't know how long of a video.
Well,
you can record.
I like to record a full video on my phone with the gimbal and a mic, external mic, and see how it looks
Yeah.
and sounds.
Yeah.
So I think with experiment would be like me use my phone and you guys use the camera and do something like that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think,
I want to do that.
because at that point we can make a video out of it, and if I like it, I can get a mobile gimbal eventually.
Yeah.
And use that for some videos, not all videos.
Yeah.
No,
But
it's a good idea.
I think maybe for on the go,
But something like this, or like what the gimbal that I bought, is perfect for like. See, I don't think I'd do that at conventions. I prefer using the real stuff for the conventions.
See-
But for like when we do our tech nostalgia and stuff, something that you can just do like.
See, I would use it at the conventions, but I would use it for different scenarios though. I would use it for the B footage, walking around, footage that I need to take stuff around. But if I'm doing an interview, yeah, I'm taking the big camera out.
Yeah,
but I'm not going
to get the mic out anyway.
But I'm not going to bring the big camera with me that day because I'll set up the interviews one day, like we did this year, last year, or whatever it was. We set up the interviews, and then we did the interviews the next day,
Yeah.
which is exactly what I do. I say, listen, big camera tomorrow, B footage today. So yeah, I like it. I think it's a pretty cool idea, but I just got to figure out, like I said, first figure out my phone.
It's too much right now, though.
Oh god, yeah, I'm fucking broke now.
$400. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I've been
And, like-
Sarah all night.
Like I like I like using the gimbal with the phone thing, but it's a pain in the butt because you gotta attach. One of my biggest pet peeves with anything that uses the Bluetooth, you have to use your phone for everything. Like, of course, I need to use the phone with the gimbal because I gotta plug it in, but you also have to use that app. Such as, and also like with drones, you gotta use your phone. I don't want to use my phone because it's just another app you gotta download. And it's just a pain in the ass because it sends out that Wi-Fi signal that you got to link to. It's
your best friend tonight, aren't I?
It's I don't know. It's quite annoying. With this one, it's cool because it's got its own camera on it.
Yeah,
you don't need to use your freaking phone,
you know
and you can just throw it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Just throwing this out there, if you know somehow in the next couple of month or two or month whatever, and I eventually pay all my debts and get some money left over, I'll pick this up. We do a review on it because this is cool. I like the thought of how handheld this is.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
But I think if we can get this somehow, you know, I would like to do a review on this. This is
there are other types of built-in camera gimbals.
Yeah,
Well,
so we'll take a look at all of them, but we got to move on. We've spent quite a bit on this topic, so let's move on to our next topic.